Good morning to all our freshman students of the College of Medical Laboratory Science and to their parents and guardians. We welcome all of you to the annual orientation program of Our Lady of Fatima University, and at the same time, we thank you for entrusting your college education in this university. I am Gilson Antio from the Center for Quality Management, your MC for this program. With the improvement in the health situation in the country right now, the university is here to continue providing quality education in a more adaptive and more flexible way. We welcome you to all of you, and at the same time, we invite you to familiarize yourselves with what is waiting for you this new school year. To formally start this program, let us honor Our Lady of Fatima, to whom the university is named after. It will be followed by the Philippine National Anthem.
Dear Lady of Fatima, we come on bended knee to beg your intercession for peace and unity. Dear Mary
The university's journey to online and hybrid learning and teaching was filled with various challenges. Being in the forefront of continuing education during the pandemic, OLFU was also instrumental in pioneering initiatives in getting back students safely to the campuses and for having the foresight to look into the possibility of the resumption of limited face-to-face classes following the different safety protocols. And on top of all this is a visionary leader who has been guiding the institution in treading the path of excellence. To formally welcome everyone, let us listen to the University President, Dr. Caroline Marian Santos Enriquez.
Welcome to Our Lady of Fatima University. My name is Dr. Caroline Marian Santos Enriquez, and I am your University President. It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to the new school year 2021-2022 at Our Lady of Fatima University. Indeed, it's been quite a while since I know you have been on campus and have seen some of the buildings and facilities that we have at Our Lady of Fatima. Indeed, there's no better time than to enjoy learning than right now, because there will be a very, very different experience for all of you. What we are doing right now in Our Lady of Fatima is to make sure that your learning journey will be very enhanced through the use of both technology and face-to-face learning. What does it mean for all of you? It means that all of you will have the ability to continue learning online, but at the same time, you will be learning the essential skills back in the campus. So be ready and start preparing yourself to meet your classmates both online as well as in campus. So what do we have for you at Fatima? Over the past 2 years, we have invested heavily in the use of technology so that we will be able to deliver education the best way possible during the pandemic. So we invested in a lot of softwares, and as you will see, you have a very strong learning management system, which is known as a Canvas, and at the same time, we also invested in the hardware component or the infrastructure component of the university. So right now, when you go back on campus, we made sure that you will be safe. And what do we mean by that? We are practicing all the health protocols back in campus, so we will require the students, the parents, and even the guests to, number one, wear your face mask all the time. Secondly, make sure that you do not report on campus if you're not feeling well. And then thirdly, we will ask that you always observe social distancing. By this, we hope that we will be able to continue teaching each and every one of you safely. Secondly, we expect all our students, as I've said earlier, to keep wearing properly their facial masks to make sure that it is a community-enhanced protection for everyone. I protect myself, and I also protect my classmates by making sure that I follow the safety protocols in schools by wearing masks, washing my hands frequently, and making sure that we observe the correct social distancing. Secondly, I'm happy to welcome you in the way we're going to do our smart classrooms for this school year. What does it mean? It means that at the same time that you're in the classroom, some of your classmates will have the opportunity to observe you back home. So we will be broadcasting our lessons, especially our labs, from within the classrooms, and at the same time, your classmates will be at home or wherever, and at the same time also listening to the various lectures and the skills components that will be taught remotely. So that's part of the technology that we have engaged in remotely through the use of computers, internet connections, and at the same time, face to face, by making sure that your stay in Fatima will always be protected by safe protocols all the time. We want to make sure that your learning will be at the same time very varied in terms of the experiences that you will be having, yet it will be enjoyable for all of you. That's why we made sure that as you learn, you also have time to discover yourselves through the different opportunities that will be provided by the co-curricular activities. So with that, I enjoin everyone, reach out, make a friend, whether it's online or on campus. Secondly, I ask that all of you stay strong and at the same time resilient. There are a lot of learnings that you could have during the pandemic, and I'm sure many of us became stronger because of this. Some of us probably thought that it would be very difficult to go back to school because we have gotten used to more or less remote learning where it is very convenient to learn in school. But we all know that at one point or the other, we really have to return to the campus to make sure that it will be a comprehensive and it will be a full learning experience for everyone. So with that, I welcome each and every one of you to Our Lady of Fatima University, and I'm sure your faculty, everyone is excited to have you on board. Should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your guidance counselors, to your faculty members, and even to your classmates. Ask for help. Don't be shy. Learn how to socialize both ways, face to face and also remotely. So with that, I welcome each and every one of you again to Our Lady of Fatima University. This is Dr. Caroline Enriquez, and again, welcome to the new school year. Welcome to Our Lady of Fatima University. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Enriquez, for assuring our learners of the university's effort in preparing for another academic year. We are equally thankful to all our university officials who are joining us online in our program this morning. And to name a few, we have the Dean of the College of Medical Laboratory Science, Dr. Jose Jorel Nuevo. Good morning, Dr. Nuevo. We
Good
also have with
morning.
us the different program heads from the various campuses, and also the campus administrator of the Nueva Ecija campus, Dean Roel Trinidad, and other faculty members. Thank you so much for joining our online program. The continuous development of the university is attributed to the leadership of the men and women who are in the forefront of bringing quality education to our learners. Let us now meet the Board of Trustees and Administration of Our Lady of Fatima University in this video presentation. Let us now get to meet the Dean of the College of Medical Laboratory Science, Dr. Jose Jurel M. Nuevo. Dr. Nuevo is the Secretary General of the ASEAN Association of Schools of Medical Technology and serves as the Vice President of the Philippine Association of Schools of Medical Technology and Public Health. He is also a member of the Technical Committee for Medical Technology Education of the Commission on Higher Education and an expert in the Regional Quality Assessment Team of the National Capital Region, Region 3 and 4A of the Commission on Higher Education. He served as the editor-in-chief of the Asia-Pacific Journal of Medical Laboratory Science and is a fellow of the Royal Institute of Medical Technology, Singapore. Dr. Nevo also holds a Doctor of Public Health degree, major in health management, and Doctor of Philosophy, major in education management, and a Master's in Science degree in medical technology and Master of Arts in chemistry. Since its establishment in 2000, the College of Medical Laboratory Science has been anchored on the very same trademark of excellence in education and holistic formation as advocated by OLFU. Today, the students of this college reap the full benefits from the university's world-class learning platforms and resources, which are paired with state-of-the-art facilities and laboratories, all delivered by competent faculty members through a masterful mix of learning modalities. Let us get to know more about the College of Medical Laboratory Science with this program orientation to be given by its Dean, Dr. Jose Jurel M. Nuevo. Good morning once again, Dr. Nuevo. Hello, Dean Nuevo.
Sir Johnson, it will be Ma'am Sherilyn.
May we have the program orientation now?
It will be Ma'am Sherilyn, Sir Johnson. I message
Okay, so on behalf of Dr. Nuevo, the program orientation will be given by Ms. Sherlyn Isip, the program head of the MLS program, Valenzuela City Campus. Good morning, Ms. Isip.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to everyone. In place of Dean Nuevo, I will give the students and parents orientation or the program orientation for this morning. So to everyone who are joining us here in the Zoom meeting, a pleasant day to all of you. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of our beloved Dean, Dr. Jose Joel M. Nuevo, and my co-program heads in different campuses. So I hope this orientation finds you safe and healthy in the comforts of your home or wherever you may be right now. So I am honored to be given the chance to give the program orientation that will serve as your first glance and your walkthrough to the College of Medical Laboratory Science in Our Lady of Fatima University. So first is let's talk about our profession, okay? So the medical laboratory science, the first question is, what is MLS? So when you say medical laboratory science, it is an auxiliary branch of the laboratory medicine which deals with the examinations of various chemical, microscopic, bacteriologic, and other medical laboratory procedures or techniques. So if you're familiar with those healthcare workers that are working inside the lab, yung mga nagsusuri or sumusuri sa mga specimen that are given in the laboratory during hospitalization or during your visit for your medical examination, we are the ones who do that. Okay, so we analyze blood, body fluids, and tissues, and the laboratory professionals generate accurate data needed by the physicians in order to manage and to diagnose diseases. So who are the medical laboratory scientists? So medical laboratory scientists, or we are also called as medical technologists, we render our services or professional services for the purpose of aiding the physician in the diagnosis, study, and treatment of the diseases, and in the promotion of health in general. So we are the healthcare professionals who perform the laboratory tests which helps the doctors to diagnose their patient. So sabi nga doon sa saying, behind a doctor is a great medical technologist. So we are working in the background, okay, of our physicians or our doctors. So tinatawag nila tayong medical technologists, or in other countries, we are considered as clinical laboratory scientists or biomedical scientists. So I will give you a walkthrough on the sections of the clinical laboratory because basically this is where we are going to work in the future. Okay, so the clinical laboratory is the facility that is involved with the analytical, pre-analytical, and post-analytical procedures inside the lab. So dito natin ginagawa yung mga tests inside the laboratory. So these are the different sections inside the lab. So you have microbiology, laboratory. It is devoted in the culture of the bacteria and identification of microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, and the yeast. You also have parasitology to evaluate the stool for the presence of ova and other parasites. And then clinical chemistry for the biochemical analysis of body fluids in support of the diagnosis and treatment of diseases. So testing in this specialty utilizes chemical reactions, okay, to identify or to quantify the levels of chemical compounds in body fluids. So if you're familiar kung na-encounter ninyo with your parents and with your grandparents, nagpapatest sila ng kanilang blood glucose or blood sugar as well as their lipid profile. So yan ay ginagawa sa clinical chemistry. And then for hematology, so is the specialty responsible for the diagnosis and management of wide range of benign and malignant disorders of the red blood cells, white blood cells. So basically, mga blood samples, platelets, and coagulation system in adults and children. And then blood banking. If you're familiar with blood donation, so blood banking is the process that takes place in the laboratory to make sure that yung donated blood natin is safe to transfuse with the recipient. Okay, and then blood banking also includes typing of the blood or blood typing for transfusion and for testing of the infectious diseases. So immunology and serology, we are identifying antibodies and investigating problems with our immune system. So important din siya in determining organ, tissue, and fluid compatibility for transplantation. Clinical microscopy, so is the branch of the laboratory that deals with physical, chemical, and microscopic examination of the urine, okay, the stool, and other body fluids. And then histopathology and cytology. So it avails a number of services that involves examining tissues and ultimately detect diseases as well. So if you're familiar with tissue biopsy and autopsy, so they are under the histopathology and cytology. And then molecular diagnostics. So it is also called as the molecular pathology. So it involves taking DNA or RNA, the unique genetic code found in the cells, and analyzing the sequence for red flags, for mutations that can pinpoint potential emergence of specific diseases. So ngayon, yung molecular diagnostics is dito pumapasok yung role natin as medical laboratory scientists in the event of the pandemic, because primarily we are using this for COVID-19 or RT-PCR testing. Okay? So now is Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science or MedTech. So this is our vision statement. So this is where we aspire to go. Okay, so the College of Medical Laboratory Science envisions itself to be the premier institution in the provision of quality medical laboratory science education, research, and practice by 2025. So for the college mission, so this will serve as our guiding light in order to attain that vision. So the College of Medical Laboratory Science aims to provide quality education program that embodies excellence in laboratory science for the development of globally competitive, compassionate, and highly skilled medical laboratory scientists. So yung mission namin is to prepare you for your battle, not just only kung kayo ay mag-work lang here in the Philippines, but also if you want to work internationally. Okay? And then through competent educators and state-of-the-art laboratory equipment and facilities. So our program educational goals or educational objectives are the following. So a graduate of BS Medical Laboratory Science is expected to demonstrate competence in performance of clinical laboratory tests in the aid of diagnosis, treatment, monitoring, and management of diseases, commitment to lifelong learning through continuing education, exhibit an attitude of professionalism and leadership in collaboration with other disciplines and membership in professional organization, and appreciate the need for research and community services to develop knowledge of health, disease, healthcare management, and education. So, ito yung mga objectives na kailangan natin na ma-attain, okay? Kapag kayo ay nakatapos na or nakagraduate na in our program. So our program outcomes are the following. So upon graduation, you should be able to meet the program educational objectives. Okay, so maalam na kayo in the performance of clinical laboratory practice. So for example, nakatanggap ka na ng specimen inside the lab, alam mo yung mga test or yung mga possible diseases na pwede ma-diagnose upon receiving that particular specimen. And then participate in continuing professional education activities. So we encourage our students and our graduates na hindi lang nagsa-stop yung learning natin after the school, but rather if you are professionals already, you can participate to other continuing professional education activities. And then performance of medical laboratory tests and procedures guided by ethical and moral standards set by the profession, engage in providing community extension program and services, as well as develop the leadership skills and to conduct research and related activities. So for the program description, BSMT or BSMLS is a 4-year program consisting of general education and professional courses. So with the 4 years of your stay in Our Lady of Fatima University, yung 3 taon doon would be on the Gen Ed and professional courses. And on the 4th year level is the internship program of 1 year in a SHED accredited training laboratory. Okay? So 3 years na magsistay sa school for the academics, and then yung 1 year, it is allotted for your clinical internship. So what are the specific professions, careers, and opportunities ahead of you? Okay, so medical laboratory scientists have a key role in providing patients with personalized care and appropriate treatment. But being a graduate of this program offers a wide variety of career paths to choose from. So as a graduate of MLS, hindi ka lang talaga obliged to work inside the 4 corners of the laboratory. So marami kang pwedeng opportunities or career paths na pwedeng pagpilian. So you can be a licensed medical technologist or licensed laboratory scientist, hospital-based or in freestanding laboratories or in drug testing facilities. You can be diagnostic molecular scientist. So for example, for COVID-19 molecular laboratories, so you can be a research scientist, educators like us. So you can work in colleges or universities as instructors or professors, diagnostic product specialists, public health practitioners, and healthcare leaders. So ayan yung mga specific na careers or opportunities na pwede ninyo napasukin once you have completed the program. So yung mga medical technologists, they play a vital role in response to COVID-19. So yung mga nakakita ninyo sa news and in social media na mga nagtetest for COVID-19, yung mga swabber natin, so mostly they are medical laboratory scientists in action during the COVID-19 pandemic. So aside from that, there are also other allied medical fields that you can pursue or you may practice, okay? So you can practice in public health or epidemiology for disease surveillance, veterinary laboratory science. So particularly here, your patients would be animals, okay? Ikaw yung nagtetest ng mga samples of the animals, or you can also pursue molecular biology or biology, nuclear science, forensic science, health administration management, food and industrial microbiology, which includes yung mga water testing facilities. So mostly mga medtech din yung mga nag-work dyan. Okay? So wala din kayong magiging problem because in demand yung mga medical technologies locally and internationally. So examples are some of the journals or announcements in the internet na nagsasabi na yung program talaga natin, it is one of the in-demand, okay, na program or na profession internationally and locally. So possible career opportunities with medical laboratory science degree. So you can work as a medical technologist, phlebotomist, clinical laboratory scientist, or cytotechnologist. Okay? So ayan yung pwede nating maging compensation, okay? Pagdating ng panahon kapag nakatapos na tayo as RMTs. So if I may share you as well, so I encountered this in the internet. So from Indeed.com, the clinical laboratory technologies or yung mga medtech nga na in demand abroad. So you can earn as much as, kung nakikita ninyo, naka-flash, 6 digits a month. Okay, if you will be working abroad. Okay, so ayan yung opportunities that yung mga opportunity na ahead of you. So napakalaking opportunity na I know this will serve as your motivation as well to do good, okay, in the school. So ngayon pa lang na nasa pag-aaral, first year, so you have to set your goals straight, bank in your efforts para ma-attain natin yung goal na yan. Not just only for ourselves, but also for our loved ones and for families. Okay? So ayan, malaking motivation yan na kailangan nating paghirapan. Okay? So lahat naman tayo dadaan talaga sa challenges and sacrifices para ma-attain natin yung mga goals natin in the future. So medical laboratory science as one of the best pre-med courses. So if you want to pursue medicine, maganda din na pre-med course yung MLS. Okay? So yung mga iba't ibang program, meron naman silang edge when you go to medicine. But specifically, yun kasi yung mga courses natin for the third year, our professional courses, yun din yung pag-aaralan ninyo come second year of your medicine. Okay? Kaya maganda yung MLS as a pre-med course. So Our Lady of Fatima University, College of Medical Laboratory Science in general. So at Our Lady of Fatima University, College of Medical Laboratory Science, you got the right choice. So ngayon pa lang, kino-congratulate ko na kayo dahil pinili ninyo at tama yung desisyon ninyo na of all the universities that are offering the MedTech program in the Philippines, you have chosen Our Lady of Fatima University. So I will give you a lot of reasons kung bakit you've got the right choice, okay? So number one is the excellent curriculum. So the College of Medical Technology offers a complete program leading to BS MedTech or BS Medical Laboratory Science, and it is designed to provide the students with high quality education, enhanced with updated concepts and theories in clinical medicine that will develop their intellectual and technical competencies as professionals. So the MLS program in in OFU is fully OBE compliant or outcomes-based education compliant, and is therefore aligned with local and international standard. So in here, ito yung mga courses ninyo or the subjects for the first year. So meron tayong mga konting professional subjects together with your general education subject. So kung makikita ninyo for the first semester, ayan yung mga naka-enroll ninyo ngayon. Okay? And then for first year, meron din kayong summer. Okay? For the summer, you have your NSTP and your PE courses. So that's for the first year. And then for second year, so first sem, mostly mga gen ed subjects lang din yung i-enroll ninyo. And then come second year, second semester, dito na papasok yung ilan na mga professional subjects natin. Just like your medtech laws and bioethics, your bacteriology, and human histology. So that's for second year. And for second year, walang summer class. Okay? So, pahinga na kayo after the second semester. And then for third year, dito na talaga yung pinaka-challenge natin. Kasi lahat ng mga courses or ng mga subjects ninyo, they are professional. Okay? Professional courses na. So dito na talaga magkakasubukan, okay, ng tatag at lakas ng loob dahil lahat ng mga subjects niyo dito ay professional courses na. So for your third year, you have professional courses for the regular first semester and second semester, as well as meron din kayong summer for the third year. And on your fourth year, so konti na lang to, a 1-year practicum program at the university medical center, FUMC, or any of the active hospital affiliations is embedded in the curriculum. So yung internship ninyo, pwede sa FUMC or with other hospital affiliations such as the following. So ito yung mga active partners namin where we deploy interns for their clinical internship. So iba't ibang lugar yan, may it be in Metro Manila or in the provinces. So those are the hospital affiliations or active partners of Our Lady of Fatima University College of Medical Laboratory Science, where we deploy our interns for their internship. Okay. So in the college, we also have the Student Advisorship and Mentoring Program, or the STAMP. So the proponent of this is our beloved Dean, Dr. Jose Joel M. Nuevo. So in here, you will be assigned specific class advisors in order for you to be guided. So yung mga class advisors na yon, they can advise you on the subjects what to take. And then if you have immediate concerns, you can go to your advisors as well. Okay, so you will meet your advisors and your particular course instructors kapag nag-start na tayo ng official class natin. Okay, so the number 2 reason is that we are a leader of medical laboratory science research in the Philippines. So faculty members are active in the Asia Pacific Journal of Medical Laboratory Science. So we have our beloved Dean as Editor-in-Chief, and then managing directors and assistant directors are also part of the CMLS faculty. So these are some of the awards that were given to our beloved Dean. So on 2017, he was awarded with Crisanto Almario Memorial Award for Research. It was given by the Philippine Association for Medical Technologies, and a recipient din siya ng GAWAD, Dr. Pia Valenzuela for Science and Technology. So doon sa part ng agham at teknolohiya, so nabigyan din ng award si Dean for the research. Okay? So dito wala kayong magiging problema regarding sa research because it is very evident na expert ang ating Dean dito. Okay? So number 3 reason is there is a balance between academics and co-curricular activities. Here in CMLS, hindi lang naman tayo puro aral. Okay? Kailangan din nating mag-unwind from time to time. So there is a balance between academics and curricular activities. So there are different medical technology organization per campus. Okay, so in Valenzuela, we call it as Meteor. Quezon City is Astrals. Antipolo campus is Comets. Pampanga campus is Metis. And then Cabanatuan campus is Prometheus, and for Laguna campus is Solstice. So meron kayong mga medical technology organization per campus. So ang importance niyan is that tuwing Medical Technology Week that is celebrated during September, so sila yung nag-organize ng mga activities. So we have sports fest, and then we have our Mr. and Miss MedTech and other activities during the Medical Technology Week celebration. Okay? So sineselebrate natin dyan in the Medical Technology Week during the month of September. So we are also in line with social orientation and community involvement. And then nagpa-participate din tayo with Inter-College Sports Fest. And we are also the home of PAMIT Scholars. So the following are the different PAMIT Scholars. So you may apply for that. Okay? Tapos, mostly, ang tinatanggap lang talaga for the PAMIT Scholars would be only 15 scholarships are given nationwide every year. So piling-pili lang talaga yung mga na-accept for the PAMIT scholarship. So, ayan, we are the home of the PAMIT scholars. And then, we also participate in inter-school activities such as in the PASMET and PISMET's National Assembly. Tapos, nakakakuha din tayo ng mga awards, okay, when we are participating in inter-school activities. So we are also advocate of continuing professional education among medical laboratory science students, academicians, and professionals. So we are conducting workshops and lecture na pwedeng makatulong as a continuing professional development for our alumni and for other medical technology professionals. And then number 5, I am proud to say that we have a good board performance good board examination performance. Okay? So we live by the saying that Our Lady of Fatima University is the home of the top-notchers. And nagre-reflect naman yan sa performance ng mga students in their board examination. Okay? So here are some of the achievements of the college through years, okay, regarding sa performance. So tayo ay pumapasok sa mga top performing schools, okay? From March 2015 up to yung pinaka-recent lang this year na isang board exam natin is nung January, okay, 2022. So, isa tayo sa top 3, okay, performing school. So, ka-level natin yung mga big universities talaga na nag-o-offer din ng medtech, okay, sa kanilang program. So, in Our Lady of Fatima University, we are one of the top, okay, performing schools. And then, not just only for the performance of the batch, but also we also have top-notchers. Okay, so ito yung mga top-notchers natin. We have top 4, top 8, and for the board top-notchers in the examination. And then, ayan. So, sila yung ating mga board top-notchers. And recently lang din, so on March 2021, we have a board top-notcher as well. So, ayan, that may serve as your inspiration na galingan. Malay nyo on the next orientations, okay? Kayo naman yung malagay dyan, okay? As board top-notcher, okay? And then we are also composed of qualified staff and personnel. So faculty members are composed of competent and qualified educators with master's and doctorate degree. So we are spearheaded by our college dean, and na-introduce na kanina ni Sir Gilson yung qualifications ng dean natin. Okay? So in each campus, you have your program head and your clinical internship coordinator. So for your academic concerns, yung may scope nun is your program head. Kapag naman yung clinical internship concerns or for the internship concerns, we have the clinical internship coordinator. Okay? So for Valenzuela Campus, the program head is yours truly, Ma'am Sherlyn Joy PEC, RMT MSMT, and then our clinical internship coordinator is Mr. Nathaniel B. Raynon Jr. And then for Antipolo Campus, we have Ma'am Diane Rose Mendoza, and the clinical internship coordinator is Sir Rodney Guillermo. And then for Quezon City Campus, we have Ma'am Ana Brisilda R. Arca, and clinical internship coordinator is Sir Ed Joshua Montera. For Pampanga Campus, we have Ma'am Jillian Marie M. Cuevas and Ma'am Sheila May S. Rocabo as the clinical internship coordinator. And then Sir Rojan Sonny C. Cruz as the Cabanatuan Campus Officer in Charge. Clinical Internship Coordinator is Ma'am Nikki Ann A. Espiritu. And then for Laguna Campus, we have Sir Michael A. Valdescona and Ma'am Jonna Agabe Taksay. So, ayan yung ating mga program head and clinical internship coordinator per campus. So recognitions and certifications, we are recognized and certified by ISO, PACOCOA or the Philippine Association of Colleges and Universities, DOST, and Procter & Gamble. So now I will give you a walkthrough of the facilities and laboratories in the CMLH. So dito, we have a state-of-the-art laboratory equipment and facilities. So in here, to cater your needs and to give you the quality education, ito yung mga facilities that would cater you, okay, kapag kayo ay pumasok na in the school. So we have our laboratory rooms, animal care and experimentation facility, and then we also have our research laboratory. And then teaching innovations for laboratory classes in the event of the pandemic. So in here, we have the OBS Smart Classroom. And then yung mga microscope namin such as the Olympus BX53N, EP50 microscope. So hindi lahat ng school meron ito. So ito yung microscope na pwede mo siyang i-connect sa monitor. Kung ano yung naka-focus dun sa slide, pwede mo siyang makita ng malakihan in the monitor. So those are examples of the facilities and yung mga equipment na meron kami. And then for alumni testimonial, so coming from the word of mouth of our alumni, so ito yung reason kung bakit niya napili yung BS Medtech as the course, and about the college education in the Fatima. And then sabi dito, the difficult part of my course was the major subjects in the third year. But now that I have gone through all of those, I have realized that they are the most important and the most useful. And it is wise to know that those subjects by heart because you will use them for a long time. So once you learn to understand those subjects, it isn't hard as it looks. So hematology daw yung pinaka-mahirap na subject in their time. And there are dull moments in the classroom, but the internship is epic and something that you will forever remember. And then you should have perseverance and you should be always willing to learn new things and never settle for less. So do you recommend studying medical technology? Ang answer is yes. So the salary is good and the employment opportunities are endless. Okay, so before I end this presentation, I would like to share as well another alumni testimonial in a video presentation or video interview. So let's watch this.
You can go into places when you become humble. Hi, I am John Kenneth Pagdanganan, and I am a graduate of the College of Medical Laboratory Science of Our Lady of Fatima University, batch 2015. And after I passed the board exam in September 2015, I got accepted with my first job, and that is a laboratory technician under the college. And then after 1 year, I become a faculty assistant. And after 1 semester, that's the time that I become an instructor. So sooner or later, I recalibrate my goal in life, and that's why I am now affiliated with the Philippine Genome Center as an officer in charge and a medical technologist too, and currently working also as a senior research associate under the Cancer Genomics Laboratory. The most unforgettable experience way back when I was a student, maybe it's that you have to balance all your time in terms of the ACADS and also the extracurricular activities. Well, I think the most unforgettable experience when I was the president of the Meteor, the organization of the students. So I work with diverse people, with the faculty members, with the different colleges. And I think that's one of the good stepping stone for me. That's why I become a good leader and a good medical technology student. Among all the advices, I think the most unforgettable and the most advice that I won't ever forget is that you can go into places when you become humble. Well, in Our Lady of Fatima University, all students, they know that the teachers are always telling us that no matter achievements you achieve, you have to remain humble and always look back to where you started and never forget to thank all the people who helped you to reach to where you are right now. I think, again, humility is the best advice that my teacher in Fatima taught me to where I am right now. I think when you hear the word medical laboratory science, you have so much opportunities when you become a medical technologist. May it be in academia, may it be in the hospital setting, may it be in the research setting. Now for me, when I get into research, Our Lady of Fatima teach me on how to do research. And these researches and this learning from the college made me realize that my goal and my career path is in the research field. To give you an example, I was able to handle researchers in infectious diseases. I also handle researches in microbiology. And now, I am now working my career in the research field of cancer and genomics. And I think that's the best contribution of Our Lady of Fatima University to me where I am right now. That being a medical technology student is not being to be able to work in the hospital setting, but it is a diverse field wherein you may be able to serve, to change life, and to promote health, to prevent diseases, and also to prolong life. And that is our profession. Thank you. I won't be able to say that you have to be a chill because medical technology course is not a chill course, but the only advice is to keep on working on your long-term goal and be yourself. You don't have to compare yourself with other people because in the end of the day, you're just the same. You just have to do is to do your best, to give your 100% best. If you have 200%, to give it 200%. But for me, you have to be yourself, that everything should be organized, everything should be systematic, so that by the end of the day, you can finish this course with a very big smile on your faces. I am hoping that everyone has learning with all of what I've said, and have a great day.
So with that, I'm ending this presentation. So thank you very much for listening. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone, lalong-lalo na yung pong mga students natin and yung mga parents po na nakikinig din here. Thank you for entrusting your daughters or sons to us, and we really promise to give and to deliver the quality education that they deserve. So thank you so much. Rise to the top. So Sir Gilson, back to you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sherlyn Isip, the program head of the Medical Laboratory Science Program of the Valenzuela City Campus. Let's all give her another round of virtual applause and heart reacts, as well as to the program itself, the Medical Laboratory Science Program. Thank you for sharing to our new students and to the parents who are present here today the important things that they need to know about the program. And of course, we are equally grateful to your college dean who's also joining us online, as well as the program heads of the different campus. Maraming salamat for being with us in our orientation program today. Our Lady of Fatima University continues to soar high with its remarkable accomplishments. Its technology-enabled pedagogy, culturally sensitive education, student-responsive services, and cost-effective programs truly made the university one of the premier educational institutions in the country today. It continues to produce top-notchers in numerous national board examinations, and we are bestowed with the Philippine Quality Award recognition for proficiency in quality management in its 3 campuses. It's the highest level of national recognition given to organizations that excel in quality, productivity, and performance. Let us now look back at the outstanding milestones of the university in this video presentation. Let us now listen to the message of our Executive Vice President and Vice President for Finance and Administrative Services, Mr. Don August O. Santos.
Good day, all Fatimanians. This is Don August Santos. I'm your Executive Vice President. And as your EVP, I'd like to formally welcome you to Our Lady of Fatima University. I know most of you who are in this Zoom meeting today are new students. It could be from senior high school or college or basic education. And I'd like to welcome you with open arms to your new home for the next 2, 4, or 5 years. And first of all, I'd like to thank you for choosing Our Lady of Fatima University. We all know at this point in your lives, you will make major, important and major decisions in your life. And I think choosing Our Lady of Fatima University is probably going to be one of the most important and hopefully the best decisions that you've made. Here at Our Lady of Fatima University, we'd like to provide you the quality education that all of you deserve, but at a very, very reasonable tuition fee and very, very reasonable fees overall. As you go through your life in Our Lady of Fatima University, be it online, and hopefully we get to receive you back on campus for face-to-face learning, you will see the commitment that we have in serving our students and providing you the quality education that only Our Lady of Fatima University can provide. We were one of the first universities that was able to pivot to online education when the pandemic happened through our Canvas LMS. And we were also one of the first universities that was able to be given the authority to do face-to-face learning on campus because of our ability to retrofit our school facilities and also to implement programs and protocols so that we can ensure the safe return of our students, our staff, and our faculty members on campus. We've all gone through a very difficult 2.5 years in the pandemic, during the pandemic, and we look forward to the next few years of probably going back to some semblance of normalcy. And that semblance of normalcy is going to be shown in the way we do stuff here in Our Lady of Fatima University. You will be given the opportunity to interact with your classmates, be it through our online platforms such as our LMS, our Zoom meetings, our Google Meets. But also, hopefully, you'll be given the opportunity to meet them personally and interact with them physically when you come to our campus for your face-to-face learning. Services will also be fully operational, be it face-to-face or online. We have our concierge, which will be continuously providing you a virtual office or virtual help desk, so to speak. So in case you have anything that you need from Our Lady of Fatima University, the concierge staff is just one click away to serve your needs. So I guess that's for now. That's my message for you. We are and will provide you the best opportunity for you. Calibrated curriculums, state-of-the-art facilities, innovative digital programs. But in the end, it will all boil down to you and your commitment and your perseverance to succeed, not only as a Fatimanian, as a student of Our Lady of Fatima University, but after when you graduate from Our Lady of Fatima University. And we hope, as shown by our core values, which means that we hope all of you become achievers, that we will be able to mold you to be the best versions of yourself after your stay here in Our Lady of Fatima University. So again, thank you very much for choosing Our Lady of Fatima University, and welcome. Good day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Don August Santos, our Executive Vice President. At the onset of this school year, our new students should be familiar with relevant academic policies. Let us get to know more about the grading system, Dean's List, and Latin Honors. For the grading system, we have the different components such as the face-to-face, flexible, and fully online. Now, for the regular semester, each of the major exam, prelim, midterm, and final, has 20%, while the assessment task has 40%. But specific grades computation and breakdown may vary depending on the program's specific requirement. Next, we have our graduation honors or the Latin honors. So we have the general weighted average range or the GWA range for the entire program for the summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude, as well as the minimum course grade for each Latin honor. But please take note that students who are found guilty of any major violation of the university's code of discipline, especially those that are related to academic integrity like cheating in any form, will not be qualified from graduating with honors, even if their GWA is within the requirement for graduation with honor. Next, we have our Dean's List. So the following are our policies for the Dean's List. A student must have obtained a GWA of at least 1.5 during the previous term. So if you're a new student, please make sure that you get a GWA of 1.5 in your first semester here in Fatima, and you must not have obtained a grade of below 1.75 in any of these courses and the subjects like Veritas, PE, and NSTP. You must also be officially enrolled and is regular in status and is not subject of any disciplinary action currently or within the immediately preceding semester or term. And you must also not have a mark of NFE or no final examination or incomplete grades entry during the previous term. So those are our, and in addition also, please be informed that inclusion in the Dean's List does not automatically mean that you are a scholar or that you have a financial grant. Okay, again, being included in the Dean's List does not confer automatic scholarship. Hindi po ito automatic scholarship. Hindi po ito automatic financial grant. The awarding of the scholarships or matriculation fee discounts, these are subject to existing policies and procedures of the university. Now, for further information, you may refer to our student handbook for more details about the academic policies of the university. Since 2019 up to early March of 2020, the university introduced Canvas as its learning management system or LMS when it started to transition to flexible learning even before the pandemic. Canvas had been a secondary learning tool, but due to the changing landscape in education brought about by the pandemic, Canvas now serves as our primary learning platform in our classes. Let us now get to know more about the basics of accessing your Canvas accounts.
Welcome, Fatimanians. Here's how to get started. Step 1. For desktops or laptops, open any browser and go to mail.google.com or gmail.com. Step 2. Enter your Fatima Gmail username and password. Step 3. Select the Google Apps or waffle icon on the upper right side and scroll down to see more applications. Step 4. Select the Canvas LMS icon and it will automatically redirect you to the Canvas site. Step 5. If you receive the notification, click the Accept button of each course invitation from the dashboard. Welcome to your Canvas dashboard. All your courses are ready to view. The global navigation menu is located on the left side of every page in Canvas. Global navigation links provide quick access to frequently used Canvas features. As an admin, your default links include the user account, admin, dashboard, courses, groups, calendar, inbox, and the help menu. Depending on your institution account settings, other links may appear in the global navigation menu. To view your user information, click the account link. A menu will expand and display links to access your profile, user settings, notification preferences, personal files, and e-portfolios. You can also use the account link to log out of Canvas. The dashboard is the first thing you will see when you log into Canvas. The dashboard helps you see what is happening in all your current courses. You can return to your user dashboard at any time by clicking the dashboard link in global navigation. The dashboard can be toggled to a course view or recent activity view and shows notifications for all current Canvas courses. The courses menu is organized by published courses and unpublished courses. The courses menu also displays your favorite courses. If no courses are selected as favorites, the course list displays all current courses. If a course includes term dates, the name of the term appears as part of the course listing. The calendar is a great way to view everything you have to do for all your courses in one place. You can view calendar events by day, week, month, or agenda list. The inbox is split into two panels and displays messages chronologically. You can view and reply to conversations and sort them by course or inbox type. The inbox itself does not have any file size limits. However, attachments added to a conversation are included in the sender's personal files. How to view your course content? Step 1. Click the desired course from the dashboard. Step 2. Navigate the course menu. Homepage can display the course participation activity stream, the course modules page, the course assignments list, syllabus, or a page designed as the front page. The syllabus page contains the description, objectives, contact methods, and other details about your course. Modules can be used to organize content by weeks, units, or a different organization structure. Assignments include quizzes, graded discussions, and many types of online submissions such as files, images, text, URL, and media. That's it. You are now ready to use the Canvas LMS. For Canvas concerns, You may contact the Elite Center unit of your respective campus through the following email addresses.
Thank you so much, the Elite Center, for our instructional video about Canvas. Now, students who are enrolled in OLFU assume the obligation of helping the institution maintain and improve the academic standards and protect its good name and the members. They have to conduct themselves properly and in a manner that the university's academic community, both online and on campus. Let us now watch the next video about the Code of Discipline. Now, to ensure the health and safety of all the students and employees who are reporting to the campuses for classes and work, OLFU has been implementing a set of health and safety protocols which you should also observe. Let me walk you through these protocols which you will practice when you attend your limited face-to-face classes, especially your laboratories. First, social distancing is strictly enforced, especially during lining up when you are going to your classrooms or laboratories. Next, please remember also that you should wear well-fitted face masks at all times. N95 mask is highly preferred because of its high efficacy as per the Department of Health and World Health Organization. And in addition, masks should be used in combination with frequent hand hygiene. So you can have this by basically washing your hands frequently or by using alcohol-based hand rub. Next, though PhilHealth is not anymore a requirement once you report to your limited face-to-face classes, it is suggested that this can still be considered because of its many benefits, especially if ever one would contract the COVID-19 disease. So even if it is not a requirement, you are encouraged to get a PhilHealth membership. Next, all students will be required to accomplish the health assessment form, or the HAF. The link will be provided by the college anytime next week. So this will also be applicable for the students who will have their limited face-to-face classes, especially their laboratories. Now, as per joint SHED DOH Memorandum number 2021-004, only fully vaccinated students will be allowed to join the limited face-to-face classes. Again, only fully vaccinated students will be allowed to join limited face-to-face classes. Now, let me walk you through some quarantine and isolation protocols. So if you are an asymptomatic close contact, you are no longer required to undergo quarantine. Now, for isolation, if you are an asymptomatic confirmed case, you should undergo isolation for at least 7 days from the positive test or from the date of the sample collection. And if you are symptomatic, suspected, probable, or confirmed case with mild symptoms, you have to undergo isolation for at least 7 days from the onset of symptoms. Now, OLFU students may avail various services that are being offered both online and on-site. And one of them is the Learning Resource Center, or the library, which houses books, journals, and other learning materials, and is committed in meeting the needs of the students by providing the highest level of customer service. Let us find out more about the Learning Resources Center from this video presentation. The Center for Guidance Services advocates the academic success of all students by helping them improve holistically through the effective implementation of the various services which are focused in assisting students adjust to their school environment, secure happier interpersonal relations, assess their own capacities and limitations in the field they have chosen, and accept responsibility for their own actions. Let us get to know more about the Center for Guidances in this next video presentation. Next, the OLFU Concierge is an innovative service via Zoom which assists students on their concerns on enrollment, G Suite, Canvas accounts, and other matters. So for the different links, you may refer to the following. Kindly take a screenshot of the following meeting ID and the password from or in some campuses, because in other campuses, passwords are no longer required. So again, for your online assistance for your G Suite, Canvas accounts, and other matters, please visit the OLFU Concierge. The Student Financial Services or SFS office is responsible in maintaining an accurate billing and collection of students' tuition and miscellaneous fees, as well as other school fee payments. So let us now learn more about the Student Financial Services, particularly OLFU's quick and easy payment options. So you may pay your tuition fees online, over the counter, or via neighborhood payment channels. So you have the following payment channels, especially Dragon Pay, and you also have our identified banks where you also may pay your tuition fees. So for other inquiries, you may reach our Student Financial Services on the following contact details. Kindly take a screenshot of the mobile number, the landline number, and the email address per campus. Bukas was launched with the vision of building a better tomorrow for our Filipino youth, starting with affordable student loans. It works closely with colleges and universities, including OLFU, to provide an easy, secure, and integrated tuition installment plan for students. Let us now listen and get to know more about Bukas from Miss Ruth Esteban. Good afternoon, Miss Ruth.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Gilson. Thank you so much for that introduction. So, to begin with everyone of what Bukas is or who we are, next slide, please. Next slide po ulit. Yan. To start, I'd like to introduce everyone to who Bukas is. Bukas is an education financing platform that provides access to quality education through affordable, flexible, and easy tuition loans. We partnered with Our Lady of Fatima University to help build a better tomorrow for the Filipino youth by providing tuition payment options for the students. Kaya with Bukas, we really make it easier, more affordable, and flexible for you to secure your quality education and therefore a better tomorrow. So how does Bukas work? So first, it starts with the student or the applicant or simply with you guys. In Bukas, we provide financing solutions for you. And once you do apply and once you are approved, Bukas will directly pay your tuition fee to OLFU. So hindi nyo na po alalahanin ang pagkuha ng pera o cheque dahil si Bukas nga ay partnered na sa inyong school. Kaya ang iisipin mo na lang ay mag-aral, mag-focus sa lessons at makapagtapos. We really aim to bridge the gap between the students and OLFU. So generally, how we work, next slide, is that we provide tuition installment plans for the students. This is with, of course, a monthly interest rate and a one-time service fee applied. So let's say, for example, your tuition fee is at 30,000. Instead of paying for 30,000 one-time big time, with Bukas, we can divide it, or we will divide it into 12 payments of 3,025 pesos per month. So definitely, Bukas makes paying for your tuition fees more affordable and flexible because we break your tuition fee down for you that is payable in 1 year. Again, this is just a sample. If you do want an accurate quotation for your tuition fee, please head on to our website or you can check the link here in the slides below where you can also schedule a consultation call. So how do you know if you're eligible to apply? Next slide, please. So number one, you must at least be 18 years old and enrolled as a college or graduate student of OLFU. Number two, you must have a copy of your student ID, or if you don't have any school ID yet, you can submit any valid government ID. You can submit also your enrollment form that shows the breakdown of your tuition fees. And then lastly, you will need to elect a guardian who is at least 21 years old that is currently living with you because they will serve as an emergency contact for your application. So if you do see that you are fit for this eligibility criteria, then you can definitely apply for a Bukas plan, whether you're a freshman, senior, or a postgrad student. Now, how do you apply, you may ask? Since Bukas follows a purely digital process, no need for you to go to OLFU. You would just need to visit our website at bukas.ph and register. After you do register, you will then create a profile and complete all the necessary details and submit your application. And within 3 to 5 business days, you would get feedback from our team if your application has been approved. So once you are approved, you would need to review your contract and click confirm. So guys, please don't forget this step because there have been students who thought that they are good to go once they have received the approval and would forget to click the confirm button. Now, if you do click the confirm button in 1 business day or sometimes the same day, Bukas will disburse your payment directly to your school. So again, you won't need to pick up any cash or check because we will directly pay your tuition fee to your school. And once your tuition fee has been disbursed to OLFU, you will now pay your monthly dues to Bukas 30 days after. You can choose to pay from our 8,000 payment partner centers nationwide, which includes banks like BDO, BPI, Union Bank, and the likes, and of course, non-bank options like GCash, Paymaya, Bayad Centers, and etc. So definitely paying with Bukas is really more accessible and affordable for you to start, continue, and finish your studies. So again, if you have any questions or clarifications, you can visit our website at bukas.ph/partner/OLFU to apply dahil hashtag ang bukas mo sigurado sa all. You can also scan the QR code in your screen. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Taban. And now, just to remind our students about wearing of uniforms in the campus. So once you have your limited face-to-face classes, especially in your laboratories, you're already required to wear your school uniform, but you still have enough time to prepare for it. All students must be in complete uniform by September 19. Again, all students, especially those who will have their limited face-to-face classes, are required to be in complete uniform by September 19. In addition, we would also like to remind all our students, all our attendees today to accomplish the online evaluation of our orientation program. Kindly go to the link that is flashed on the screen, or you may also scan the QR code or click the link that is encoded on our chat box. Again, please don't forget to accomplish the evaluation of today's orientation program by going to the link flashed on the screen, or by scanning the QR code or clicking the link that is now encoded on our chat box. Now to our new students, now that you are part of OLFU, it is our hope that you would develop a spirit of loyalty to our institution. And one way of practicing this is by learning with heart the university hymn, which you will mostly hear in many events in the campus. Ladies and gentlemen, the OLFU hymn.
Onwards we march united, in search for what is true.
Guided by Our Lady of Fatima, obstacles we push aside.
Hardships we overcome.
But feet can carry us only so much.
And it will have to be our minds that will carry us to the far horizon,
When earth can meet with the sky, and our spirits will reach for the star.
Oh,
That formally ends today's online orientation program. Thank you so much to all our students from the College of Medical Laboratory Science in the different campuses of the university. And to our parents and guardians who are also with us today. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. We hope that you learned a lot, especially about our university. But before we go, we would also like to thank all the people who are behind the preparation of today's program, especially the Center for Guidance Services headed by Dr. Annalisa P. Ocampo and her staff, the guidance counselors from the different campuses. Thank you so much to all of you. We'd also like to thank the Elite Center headed by Miss Marisa G. Chua and her team. Thank you so much for making our online orientation program a successful one for today. And of course, we'd also like to thank the team of Dr. Jose Jurel Nuevo, the College of Medical Laboratory Science, and the program heads and the faculty members who are joining us this afternoon. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat po. I am Juson Antillo from the Center for Quality Management saying good afternoon and God bless you.